All right. We're on to lesson 5 of Math Models, Unit 5. And we're kind of expanding on what we did in the last lesson where we're doing empirical probability. And so, empirical probability, again, is what happens when you actually do a survey or an experiment. And so, they're using some of the same concepts before. Remember, we have the results, we have the probability, and then they have it written as a percentage. And we'll talk about it, just convert. But you should know to do a probability or a decimal to a percentage, we're just moving the decimal place 2 times to get 0.25 to make 25%. So you should know that already, but we'll look at it together anyway. All right. So they want us to fill in the table. The following table shows the first 30 results tabulated from a survey. So we see the results, and then we see the first examples completed for us. So they're taking the 9, they're putting it over 30 and getting a decimal, and then converting that decimal into percents. So this shouldn't be too hard for us. We know that we're going to do point, like the next row, they've done the first part for us. 12 over 30 is 0.4, and so that's 40%, because that's the conversion of moving the decimal 2 places gets us 40%. Then they take another step away. Ice cream is 3 out of 30, and then I can go do 3 over 30 over here and find out that it's 0.1. So we go find 0.1. There it is. And then we should know, again, move the decimal place. 1, 2 gives me 10%. Okay. Then I just keep going. So 4 would be 4 out of 30. Okay, they didn't give us a fraction, so we're going to go do 4 out of 30 over here. 4 out of 30. And we get 0.1333. So let's find that one. There it is. And then that's going to be 13.3%. Oh, again, I'm just going through the same process for each one. 2 out of 30 is 0.06. 7, it's rounded. And then again, 6.7%. And so that's how you fill in the table. And that's all you're doing here. More of the same down here. Okay, well, now they say, okay, what if we did 150? So now we have to take these, and since there were 30 in the original, now we have 150. The probability is going to be different because it's 28 out of 150 now. We're going to have to calculate each one. 28 out of 50, or 150. Sorry about that. That's 18.6. So this is what you have to do. You have to annoyingly go through and do every single one of these and find the probability that goes with each one. And I did that wrong. I should have done 0.8187 and then do the percentage. So let me just back up real quick. I did 28 out of 150. Got this. That's the answer for the probability. And then that's the answer for the percentage. And you do that for each one of these rows. And I'm not going to go through every single one because you just need to do each one in turn. 33 out of 150. Find the probability. Convert the probability into a percentage and do it for each row. And then going down here, again, same deal. What would the table look like if the survey were given to 400 theoretical people? So we need to figure out, based on the probability of the first survey, how many would it be? So we had 30% or 0.30. So we're going to do 0.30 times 400. I got 120. Hopefully that number is there. It's not. So this is my fault. I think they would like us to use the second survey. So we're actually going to go with this number. So I'm going to take this number. So I'm going to back up for a second. We're going to take the results from this second survey, and we're going to use this probability. So I'm going to use 0.187 times 400. I get 74.8. We're going to round that up to 75. That one's also not there. Okay. So now I'm a little confused as to what they're expecting. So we're going to come back to that one. Sorry about that. So these are the actual results from the survey given to 4 people. Okay. I'm not sure what is going on with this number 3. So I'm going to have you skip number 3. I'll put a note in the video, and I will just alter the score later. So do not worry about number 3. We're knocking that one out. I don't understand what that one is about, but do not do number 3. All right. The next one is more, this one's easy. 400 people, you have the results. You do result divided by total. So we go 78 divided by 400, 0.195. And that should be there now. There we go. 0.195. And then we do the percentage, which is 19.5. And we do that for each one. So 82 divided by 400. You go through the process each time. More of the same. Heads and tails on a coin out of 400. 218 divided by the total, get the probability, get the percentage. Theoretically, what would it look like? And we talked about this. If we did it and this coin is perfectly random, we know the result should be 200 and 200. And the probability for each would be 0.5 and 0.5. And the percentage would be 50-50, because that's the whole idea of a random coin. So that's kind of an outlier question. They're wanting you to understand that, yes, in reality, we could flip a coin and we would get different results than perfect 50-50. And so that's what you need to calculate here. You need to calculate the empirical probability. And I will alter your score for that one.